In today's video, we will be discussing slopes and all the different forms of it, so we hope you enjoy.
Hey, my name is Rosa, and I'll be explaining how to tell a slope if it's positive, negative, zero, or undefined. If the line has a positive slope, then y always increases and x increases. A negative slope implies that y always decreases when a x increases, and y always increases when x decreases. Here's an example of a positive and negative slope to give you a better understanding. The zero and undefined slope is quite simple. If the line remains y-convex, it is 0.0. We'll always have a horizontal line. If the line remains x-convex, it is undefined. Undefined lines will always be vertical. Here's an example of a zero and undefined graph.
What? The camera's still rolling? Oh, thank you, Rosa, for that excellent explanation. Moving on, we have Spencer with slope formula.
Hey, I'm Spencer, and I'm going to talk to you about slope formula. So to begin with slope formula, slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let us use the slope formula to find the slope of a line that goes through the point 2, 1, and 4, 7. Identify the values x1, y1, x2, y2. So now there x1 equals 2, x1 equals 1, x2 equals 4, y2 equals 7. Now all you have to do is plug the values into the slope. Formula to find the slope, here's what it should look like. 7, 1 over 4, 2. And that equals 6 over 2, which can be simplified to 3. And that's all.
Thank you. Next, I'll be talking about y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point where the graph of the line crosses the y-axis. An example of y-intercept would be if a line crosses 2 on the y-axis shown here. While we're on the topic of intercepts, there's also slope-intercept. The formula of slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. Here's an example. And that's all there is to it. I didn't have anything for the commercial, so have a cat video. And we're back. Now we have Mason with standard form of a line.
Hi, I'm Mason, and I'll be talking about the standard form of a line. Standard form of a line is just another way of writing the equation of a line. Recall that the slope-intercept form of a line is y equals mx plus b. To change this into standard form, we start by moving the x variable to the left side of the equation. This is done by subtracting mx from both sides. We now have the equation negative mx plus y equals b. The x term should be a positive integer value, so we multiply the entire equation by an integer value that will make the coefficient positive. This gives us the standard form ax plus by equals c, and that's the standard form of a line.
Simple enough, I guess. Next, I'll be graphing the equation y equals mx plus b. Start by plotting the y-intercept, which is the b value. The y-intercept is where the line will cross the y-axis. So count up or down on the y-axis the number of units indicated by the b value. From the y-intercept point, use the slope to find a second point. The numerator of the slope tells you how many units to move up or down from the intercept, and the denominator of the slope tells you how many units to move left or right in order to plot the second point. For example, let's graph the equation y equals 2 over 3x plus 2. Then you would do rise over run. 2 is the rise, so you count up 2 from 2 on the y-axis. 3 is the run, so from 4 you would count 3 along the x-axis. Now just connect the dots and you're done. Easier done than said. Now we have Spencer again with graphing ax plus by equals c.
So the standard form of a line is ax plus by equals c. To make this simpler, let's just use an example of 2x plus 3y equals 1800. So if we do 2 divided by 1800, we get x equals 900. Now you would put a dot right here on the x-axis. If we do 3y divided by 1800, we get 600. We would put a dot here on the y-axis. Now all you have to do is draw a line through, and you're done.
Alright, cool. Last but not least, we have parallel and perpendicular slopes. Parallel lines have the same slope and will never intersect. They'll continue, literally, forever without touching. An example of parallel lines would be y equals 2x plus 3, or y equals 2x plus 1. The slope of perpendicular lines are the negative reciprocals of each other. An example of perpendicular lines would be y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 4, or y equals 2 over 3x plus 1. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.